Hi, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Very, very good. Yeah. Please have a seat.
Cool, thanks.
Hot seat.
This is a comfy chair.
Yes. So tell us about yourself, your name, where you're working at, your city, and how long have you been roasting in general?
I've been working in coffee for 15 or 16 years, but I've been roasting for 7 or 8. My name's Eli Masem. I work for Cooperative Coffee Roasters in Asheville, North Carolina. It's a very small company, about 10 to 12 of us total. I started with like a mobile coffee business, like a trailer, and I did festivals and fairs all over the Southeast. And then when I realized I couldn't make enough money to do what I really wanted in coffee, I sold that business and then helped open a business that was owned by another roaster. And they allowed me to really get into QC, roasting, sourcing coffee, coffee education. And then I really just kind of went from company to company after that, really chasing little goals like getting better at roasting, getting better at production, getting to do more QC, and really just using it as an education platform that I was getting paid to do.
To try different roasters, different approach.
Exactly, and not just the roasting, just everything in the business, from maintenance to cleaning to training to.
Was it broadly different across?
Oh yeah, I've worked for some kind of big, more commercial roasters and smaller, more boutique roasters, and they all had something really interesting to teach me. And I really valued them all, and I left them all on really great terms.
Nice. So coming to the competition, how did you get into competing? Why? And also, how many competitions have you been?
This is my first.
Nice.
And the reason I did it was just like I changed different coffee jobs, was to have a learning experience, learn something new, get into something that I hadn't experienced before, and see what happened. So.
And using the S7X with a beautiful Panamanian geisha, how was your approach? I guess you had so much experience with different machine, different coffee, different system. What was your approach to system yesterday?
It was my first time using that roaster, so it was a lot of fun. And I think the thing, a roast curve is a roast curve is a roast curve, despite what roaster you use. I think the only challenge of it really was just not having the muscle memory of using this before. But I really approached it basically like a little bit like a natural. Kind of a little bit low and slow. Long, I wanted it a lot sweeter than brighter. My first roast actually kind of stalled out. My second roast was a little too fast and really bright, and I wanted to try to mellow it out by the third and final roast.
Okay,
yeah.
So you basically try and error.
Yeah, this is how I approach literally everything in life.
Exactly, just to put it in the drum and see what...
roasting is like everything in coffee. It's just safe science. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to kill you. Making mistakes isn't anything punitive.
Exactly. You can always make mistakes and learn from it. Actually.
Absolutely.
Learn much more than nailing the first.
Yeah, which I've never done that with anything in my life. So it's really always been trial and error.
That's the best way to learn. So tell us more about your roasting style now back home in North Carolina. How do you approach roasting? And how is it different from what you did yesterday?
Not shockingly different than what I did yesterday. When I get a new coffee, when I'm working at Cooperative, I approach it based on a coffee from a similar place or a similar environment. I do a basic roast just to kind of get started and see how it goes. I cup it and then I make my changes from there. I do approach all coffees a little bit differently based on where they're from and their elevation and processing and a lot of trial and error, a lot of experimenting, and because I find, once again, safe science. 9 times out of 10, if you're paying attention at all, it comes out definitely good enough to drink, and then you can keep fixing it from there.
Yes, so trial and error and incremental adjustment.
And I like to try as few variables as possible.
Okay.
I don't like to get lost in the weeds of trying too many different things at once. So a lot of times it's like, can I develop it a bit more or a bit less or start at a higher temperature, but I don't mix all those things together when I'm doing it.
What will be sort of, if you give me like 3 big adjustments, the first thing with the most impact, what will be?
Well, on the roaster I use, the Loring, it's the initial burner.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a little bit development time at the end, and then trying to stretch out the roast to the correct amount of time in the middle.
So time, temperature, and basically how we approach
Yep,
it.
I think like Helen said, nobody's reinventing the wheel with roasting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're just trying to learn each other on what's happening inside the drum, which who knows? Right? So much things happening inside.
We kind of know.
Yes. What's your favorite coffee so far this year or what you had?
Oh, we had a really
Very remarkable.
Yeah, we had a really great coffee that I was just impressed with all year. It was from Osido Coffee, and it was a small group of Oaxacan producers in Santiago Lachiguiri. And the thing I like so much about the coffee is it was a group lot from a small community. They didn't have a lot of experience in specialty, but they were also a very low elevation coffee, and they processed it. They did like a double fermentation, and they did a very, very long, slow, meticulous drying process. And it was one of the most stellar, exciting, fruit-forward coffees I've had in a long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really unique.
Yeah.
And did you approach that coffee differently?
Yeah, I kind of approached it a bit more like a honey.
Okay.
Yeah, because I still wanted to get some really nice acidity out of it, but I did want some clean sweetness. I really did want to kind of hit that middle ground of making it a really approachable coffee with some very exciting elements to it.
And speaking of that, do you have any advice, tips from your past coffee experience, mistakes you've made for the audience or people watching, whether they are beginners or more developed in their career, something that you think will benefit every one of us here?
I think that I approached everything in coffee from a place of I just assumed everybody knew more than me. So I've always been never afraid to ask questions and compare notes. I'm not really worried about failing at things.
Yes. It's not going to kill you.
It's not going to kill you. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. You can always just learn from it and do better next time. And so I've made a ton of mistakes, probably more mistakes than successes. But it's carried me through with a lot of curiosity and excitement for what I do.
That's how you can push the button and push the limits of
Sure.
machines, coffees, and
Absolutely, and I've never worked in an industry where people are so willing to share information. There's not a single person in coffee I've ever reached out to that didn't reach back.
Yeah.
No matter how famous they were or big in the industry, I've reached out to people, they've always reached back.
Yeah.
No matter what the question.
Yes. So reach out to people. Everyone answers, and we're always willing to
Yeah,
share
I think
information.
people are more willing to help you than not in life.
Yeah, exactly. Little fire rounds. Ready?
Okay,
Okay. Filter or espresso?
filter.
Light or dark?
Light,
Sweetness or acidity?
sweetness,
Body or clarity?
body,
Fruity or chocolatey?
chocolatey,
Clean or wild?
clean,
Underdeveloped or overdeveloped?
a little bit overdeveloped.
Washed or natural?
Washed,
Fast or slow roast?
slow.
Conical brewer or flatbed brewer?
I don't care.
Okay.
They can both be great.
Cupping, basically.
Yeah.
Convection or conduction?
Convection.
Short development or long?
Longer. Yeah.
Juicy or syrupy?
Juicy.
Panama geisha or Colombian geisha?
Colombia.
Omni roast? Yeah or no?
Sure. Why not?
Why not? Flat burrs or conical burrs?
Flat.
More Maillard or more development?
More development.
Calcium or magnesium?
Magnesium.
Sipping or spitting?
Sipping, sipping, sipping.
Okay. And last but not least, Brussels or North Carolina? It's June.
God, I've spent a lot of time in North Carolina recently. I could use a break from it.
To go to Brussels,
Yeah, sure.
get some nice fries.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah, I have a couple friends there, so
Perfect.
be nice.
Thank you very much,
All
Lai.
right. Yeah, appreciate it.
It's time to take your coffee.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.